Hello students, welcome to the English class. Today we are going to discuss the lesson, the Browning version by Terence Rattigan. So let us start with the lesson. Before starting, let me explain you that this is an excerpt from the Browning version. The scene is set in a school and Frank is a young and Crocker Harris middle-aged. Both are masters. Taplow is a boy of 16 who has come in to do extra work for Crocker Harris. But the latter has not yet arrived and Frank finds Taplow waiting. So let us start the lesson. So Frank says that, "Do I know you?" Taplow said, "No, sir." Frank, "What's your name?" Taplow, "Taplow." Then Frank, Taplow, "No, I don't. You are not a scientist, I gather." So here the discussion is going on among a teacher named Frank and a student named Taplow, and the teacher is asking that whether he know that student named Taplow, and he asked his name even then also he didn't recognize him. Taplow, "No sir, I am still in lower fifth. I can't specialize until next term, that's to say, if I have got my remove all right." Frank, "Don't you know if you have got your remove?" Taplow, "No sir, Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the result like other masters." So here Frank is asking that, "Don't you know your promotion in next class?" Then Taplow just says that, "No sir, I am still waiting for my result because Mr. Crocker Harris is also a teacher, and he is a special kind of teacher who have his own values. So therefore Taplow is saying that Mr. Crocker Harris never tells result before the announcement day." Frank, "Why not?" Taplow, "Well, you know what he is like, sir." Frank, "I believe there is a rule that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of term." Taplow, "Yes, but who else pays attention to it except Mr. Crocker Harris?" So Frank asks Taplow that, "Why don't your teacher tells the result before the announcement?" So Frank says that there might be some rule in your school, in this school, regarding this. So Frank says that yes, there is a rule that only headmaster announces the result. Then Taplow says that, "Yes sir, but only Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the result. Otherwise rest of the teachers, they never follow this rule in the school." Frank, "I don't, I admit. But there is no criterion, so you have got to wait until tomorrow to know your fate, have you?" Taplow, "Yes, sir." Frank, "Supposing the answer is favorable, what then?" Taplow, "Oh, science, sir, of course." So Frank felt embarrassed when the student named Taplow says that other teachers are not following the same rule as Mr. Crocker Harris is following the. So Taplow says that, then Frank says that, I don't follow the rule, I know, but there is no criterion in that." But he also asked that, "Suppose you will get the pass result, suppose you will get the promotion in next class, then which subject you will be choosing?" Then Frank says that, "Of course sir, I will choose science." Frank, sadly, "Yes, we get all the slacks." Taplow, protestingly, "I am extremely interested in science, sir." Frank, "Are you?" "I am not. Not at least in the science I have to teach." Taplow, "Well, anyway, sir, it's a good deal more exciting than this mug." So Frank becomes sad and he says that, "Yes, we only get the students who always avoid doing the hard work because Frank is an SS teacher. Okay, so Taplo just says that no sir, it is not like that. I am interested in science, therefore I am choosing science. Then Frank says that okay, but I don't like to teach even that science subject. Then Taplo says that sir, according to Taplo, the SS subject is just like a muck, means just like a wastage of thing to be learned. Then the boy indicated towards his book. Frank, what is this muck? Taplo, Aeschylus, sir, the Agamemnon. Frank, and your considered view is that Agamemnon is the muck. So here, Aeschylus book the boy Taplo is holding, and it is a play. And the teacher, means Mr. Frank, asked Taplo that do you consider this play as a muck? So let's see what did the student say. So Taplo says, well no sir, I don't think the play is muck. Exactly, I suppose in a way it's rather a good plot, really a wife murdering her husband and all that. I only meant the way it's taught to us. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines of you get them wrong. So Taplo just tried to tell his teacher that no, he doesn't meant so. He just wanted to say the manner of teaching that play was not interesting at all. Frank, you sound a little bitter, Taplo. Tablo, I am rather, sir. Frank kept in. Tablo, no, sir, extra work. Frank, extra work on the last day of school. So, Frank just says that you are saying wrong if you are calling the way of teaching of a teacher a muck. So then Taplo says that yes sir, maybe I am wrong. Then Frank asks that why you are here. So Taplo is saying that sir, for the extra work. Then the teacher Frank is getting surprised and asking that on the last day of the school, means the next day the result will be announced and you will get promotion in the next class. Then why on the last day you are here for doing the extra work? Taplo, yes sir, and I might be playing golf. You would think he would have enough to do anyway himself, considering he is leaving tomorrow for good. But oh no, I missed a day last week when I was ill. So here I am, and look at the weather, sir. Frank, bad luck. Still, there's one comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. So, here Taplo justifies that on the last weekend he remained absent. Therefore, to cover up the work of that absenteeism, he was here to do the extra work. Then the teacher Frank says that it's your bad luck, that because it is quite sure that tomorrow you will get the promotion in the next class, and as you are a very good boy and it is just the wastage of time, this time you might be playing golf and all. Taplo, I am not sure sir, that would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. The just would not dare not to give a chap remove after his taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply on the Crocker Harris. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir? Then Taplo began to reveal his heart's elations, heart's feelings in front of Mr. Frank. And he says that yes sir, you are right, that maybe it's quite sure that I will be getting the promotion in the next class, but this rule does not apply on Mr. Crocker Harris, because yesterday only when I had asked him about my promotion, you will be surprised to know what was his answer. Frank, no. What? So the teacher says, no, I don't know. What was his reply? So then Taplow says that, my dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve. No less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir, he may have marked me down rather than up for extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir, have I gone too far? So, as Taplow has realized that whatever he has said about Crocker Harris, that or too he has told to a teacher. So he is apologizing on all that maybe I have spoken too much regarding a teacher. But sir, I am just telling you that yes, I am doing the extra work. He can give me extra marks for that. But he didn't, and therefore here Taplow has called his teacher hardly human. Frank, yes, too far. Taplow, sorry sir, I got carried away. Too much excited to keep oneself in check. Frank, evidently, he picks up a newspaper and opens it. Taplow, yes sir. So Taplow says that, sir, too far. Frank means the teacher says that, yes, you have spoken too much regarding your teacher. Then Taplow apologized on that. Then Frank again called Taplow. Then Taplow asked, yes, sir. Frank, what was the Crocker Harris said to you? Just repeat it, would you? So, this is a human tendency when we just criticize anybody in front of anyone, then that person who is the listener becomes excited and want to know more about that things. Okay, so in the same manner, Frank also asked Taplow to repeat all the things which he has said in the criticism of Mr. Crocker Harris. Then Taplow again imitate the language of the sentence of Mr. Crocker Harris, and he says that, my dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Then Frank, the teacher, says that, not in the least like him. Read your nice Aeschylus and be quiet. Then Frank says that no, means he has to behave like a teacher in front of a student. He can't just show what he is feeling at that time. Therefore, he just asked Frank that you just read your book for which you have come here. Then Taplow says this, Aeschylus. Frank, look, what time did Mr. Crocker Harris tell you to be here? Taplow, 6:30, sir. Frank, well, he is 10 minutes late. Why don't you cut? You could still play golf before lockup. So, Taplow doesn't like to read that novel, that drama. Then Frank just asked that what is the time given by your teacher? Then the student Taplow says that 6:30, sir. So the teacher Frank says that it's 6:40 now, means your teacher is 10 minutes late. So you just skip the class and go away, and you can inform him that you had come. So you still, there is a time to lock up, so you can go and enjoy with your friends in the golf court. Taplow, oh no, I couldn't cut the Mr. Croc Harris. I shouldn't think it's ever been done in the whole time he has been here. God knows what would happen if I did. He would probably follow me home or something. So Taplow says that, no sir, I can't skip the uh, class right now, for which I have come here for the extra work, because I don't know what will be the further reaction of Mr. Crocker Harris if I will do this. Frank, I must admit, I envy him the effect he seems to have on you boys in the form. You all seem scared to death of him. What does he do? Beat you all or something? Taplow, good lord, no. he is not a sadist like one or two of the others. So Frank just says, you are quite scared of Mr. Crocker Harris, that therefore you are not skipping today's class, so today's extra class. So what does Mr. Crocker Harris do? As you all are scared of him, many others are also scared of him. So did he beat you? So Taplow says, no sir, he is not like the other teachers. Then Frank just asks, please repeat, I beg your pardon, he has said. Then Taplow says, a sadist, sir, is a person who gets pleased out of giving pain. So Taplow says that he is not that kind of person who becomes happy by giving pain to his student. So Frank the teacher says that indeed, but I think you went on to say that some other's master. So Frank says, so you just says that other masters are sadists. So Taplow says, well, of course they are, sir. I won't mention the names, but you know them as well as I do. So Taplow says that yes, sir, definitely there are teachers who just get happy when they give pains to the students. So sir, you also know the name of those teachers, and I too. Therefore, I am not calling out their names. Taplow, of course, I know most masters think we boys don't understand a thing, but sir, you are different. You are young, well, comparatively anyway, and you are science. You must know what sadism is. Frank, after a pause, but good Lord, what are our schools coming to? So Taplow says that yes, sir, and as you are a science teacher, so you might be knowing the meaning of sadism. So then the teacher Frank says that okay, for what purpose you all are coming to school? Taplow, anyway, the croc isn't a sadist. That's what I'm saying. He would not be so frightening if he were, because at least it would show he had some feelings. But he has not. He's all shriveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. So here Taplow is appreciating his teacher, and he is saying that I have never seen such kind of teacher in other teachers. So Frank says that, and I don't know any boy who doesn't use that for his own purposes. So Taplow says that, well, it's natural, sir, but not with the croc. So Frank says that Mr. Crocker Harris. So Taplow is saying that Mr. Crocker Harris, the funny thing is that in spite of everything I do like them, I can't help it. So at first Taplow has criticized his teacher Mr. Crocker Harris, and when Frank along with the Taplow began to criticize, then Frank began to appreciate his teacher Mr. Crocker Harris. So he says that, but sir, after having so much of bad things means which I don't like in Mr. Crocker Harris, then also I do like that teacher, and I can't do anything in that. Taplow, and sometimes I think he sees it that, and that seems to shrivel him up even more. So Frank is saying, I am sure you are exaggerating. So Taplow says, no sir, I am not. Inform the day he made one of his classical jokes. Of course, nobody laughed because nobody understood it, myself included. Still, I knew he had meant it as funny, so I laughed out of ordinary common politeness and feeling. So Taplow says that as he has said that he likes his teacher. So Frank says that you are just trying to uh, cover the bad things which you don't like in your teacher. So Taplow says that no sir, I am not doing that, but I am just telling you that many a times the teacher tries to make us happy, and once he has told us a joke which nobody has understood, including me also in the class. But being an etiquette, I just laughed at it. Bit sorry for him for having made a poor joke. Now I can't remember what the joke was, but suppose I make it. Now you laugh, sir. So Taplo is telling about that incident, and he says that now I have forgotten that joke, and if I could remember that and I tell that joke to you, then you will definitely laugh over it. So Taplo just imitate his teacher Crocker Harris and says that, Taplo, you laughed at my little joke, I noticed. I must confess that I am pleased at the advance your Latin has made, since you so readily have understood what the rest of the form did not. So Taplo says that Mr. Crocker Harris had commented me on that you have advanced yourself in Latin language, therefore you have understood my joke. Perhaps now you would be good enough to explain it to them so they too can share their pleasure. So the teacher, means Crocker Harris, has asked him to share the same joke among his classmates also, so that they too can enjoy that joke. Then a scene is being described here. The door upright is pushed open and Millie Crocker Harris enters. She is a thin woman in her late 30s, rather more smartly dressed than the general run of schoolmaster's wife. She is wearing a cape and carries a shopping basket. So here enters the wife of Mr. Crocker Harris, and his dressing style is being described here. She closed the door and then stands by the screen watching Taplo and Frank. It is a few seconds before they noticed her. So just Millie, means wife of Mr. Crocker Harris, just stand and notice Mr. Crocker Harris, Mr. Frank and Taplo, and first Millie was noticing them and then they noticed her. Frank, come along, Taplo, moves slowly above the desk. Do not be so selfish as to keep a good joke to yourself. Tell the others. He breaks off suddenly, noticing Millie. Oh Lord. Frank turns and seems infinitely relieved. So here Frank, means the teacher, had thought that Millie, means the wife of Mr. Crocker Harris, had heard all the conversation between Taplo and Frank. Therefore, the Frank, means the teacher, all of a sudden just says that, okay, Taplo, you are talking about some joke. It is very bad to keep a joke with you only. You just tell that joke to me also, so that I can also laugh over that. Frank, oh hello. Millie, without expression, hello. She comes down the sideboard and puts her basket on it. Tableau, moving up to the left of Frank, whispering frantically, do you think she heard? Then Frank says, Frank wished Millie. Then Millie also wished Mr. Frank. Then Taplo was quite scared and he just asked Mr. Frank that, sir, do you think that ma'am has heard anything? Frank shakes his head confrontingly. Millie takes off her cape and hangs it on the hall stand. I think she did. She was standing there quite a time. Taplo, if she did and she tells him there goes by remove. Frank, nonsense. He crossed to the fireplace. So Frank says that maybe she has heard, because she was quietly standing there for a very long time. Then Taplo got scared and he says that if ma'am has heard, then definitely she will tell everything to her husband and my remove has gone away. Then Frank says nonsense and he just move away from there. Millie takes the basket from the sideboard and moves above the table and puts her basket on it. Then Millie says to Taplo, waiting for my husband. Then Taplo says, yes, Millie, he is at the bazaars and might be there quite a time. If I were you, I would go. So Millie just when Mr. Frank leave from there, at that time Taplo and Millie were alone there. So Millie asked Taplo that, are you waiting for my husband? Then Taplo says yes. Then Millie says that, if I were on your place, then definitely I would have left. Taplo, he said most particularly I was to come. So Taplo says that, sir has asked me that definitely I have to come today. So Millie, well, why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back? So Mr. Crocker Harris's wife says that you can go for quarter an hour, means for 45 minutes. Then you can come back because it will take time that her husband will come. So Taplo, supposing he gets here before me, then Taplo was scared of his teacher. Therefore he says, what if when before my arrival the teacher arrives? Millie, I will take the blame. So Millie says that, I will take everything on myself and I will tell you what you can do a job for him. Take this prescription to the chemist and get it made. So Millie says that, I will take everything on myself and you just do one of my work. You take this prescription of the doctor and bring the medicines from the chemist. So Taplo, alright, Mrs. Crocker Harris. So Taplo becomes happy and he just move away. So this is all your lesson, the Browning version by Terence Rattigan. I hope you all have understood it very well. So this is word to word explanation. So read it once again from the book so that you will get everything very nicely. Till then, bye bye.